Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our unfortunate last show of the Seneca Scout. We've unfortunately been fired. Psych! April Fools, everyone. I'm Lexi Ochiltree.
And I'm Cadence Kilhoff. Tonight, we will have an exciting range of stories, from the recap of the March Madness Elite Eight to the highlights of the Oscars. We begin tonight with the SV Raider-thon fundraising event, making its return this evening in the senior high school. The event, which includes games, competitions, and of course dancing, is taking place from 5 to 9 to raise money for Miracle League. Miracle League is a place where children with special needs are given the opportunity to play softball at Grand Park in Cranberry Township. This year's carnival-themed Raider-thon event also has dodgeball, a face painter, an escape room, a balloon artist, and karaoke, along with snacks and drinks. We sat down with teacher and student council advisor Ms. Rebecca Beers and student council member Eva Sledge to learn about the planning of this year's event.
Hi, I'm Ms. Beers. I'm the student council advisor at the SHS.
Hi, I'm Eva Sledge, and I'm a senator on student council.
So student council has just had a lot of meetings where we've brainstormed ideas, we elected chairs for all the different areas, and they just have really worked together to come up with an event that's never really been done like this before.
Yeah. And I was the PR chair, so I got the word out for Raider-thon, and I just kind of saw what people were interested in and then just tried to broadcast it throughout school.
So this year, any person can buy a ticket to attend the event. So it's K through 12, any community members who are interested. Last year, because of COVID, we just had a dodgeball tournament, but we still raised $2,000 for Miracle League. So we worked with what we've had.
I'm most excited for probably the dodgeball, because I just love dodgeball.
I'm excited for the grand total at the end when everybody holds up the signs with how much we've raised for Miracle League. That's always exciting. Really proud of everybody that came together as a community to make this happen.
Thanks to Ms. Beers and Eva Sledge, and congrats to the students who planned the event. We will let you know next week how the event went, along with fundraising totals.
And in international news, a German man who is completely paralyzed is able to communicate once again using a brain activity interface. The 30-year-old suffers from amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, which is a neurodegenerative disease that breaks down neurons which manage motor skills. The patient lost his ability to move and talk, which for a time led to the use of an eye-tracking device for communication. Unfortunately, he recently lost his ability to control his eye movement, which led to the implementation of a brain activity interface that lets him communicate once again. Using this newly developed system, scientists installed an electrode on the patient's brain, which gives him the ability to communicate simple messages by thinking about what he's going to say, by comparing them to brain signals to a database. The scientist behind it, Niels Berbauer, says, quote, "We do these things because we want these people to be alive even if society doesn't want them to be," end quote. The scientist, however, has been accused of scientific misconduct. The claiming of providing communication for the paralyzed has little merit. The study contains incomplete data and flawed results. As the improvement in modern medicine continues, so too does technology, giving us the ability to give patients new hope.
On March 19th, Queen and Paul Rogers had a special YouTube screening for the people of Ukraine. This was aimed at getting donations for the UN Refugee Agency relief efforts. The screening was of a popular show Queen and Paul Rogers performed in Ukraine in 2008. The show is at Kharkiv's historic Freedom Square in Ukraine to a live audience over 350,000 and a television audience over 10 million. The concert was 2 hours long and had 28 Queen and Paul Rogers tracks. They performed a free show to raise awareness for AIDS, leaving a message for young adults, saying, "Don't let AIDS ruin your life." Brian May, the guitarist of Queen, stated, quote, "To all our dear friends in Ukraine, we are shocked, horrified, saddened that your beautiful country has been invaded and your very lives threatened. We send out love in our prayers, and someday we will rock together again," end quote. So far for the 2008 show, the performers have raised $5 million.
And moving to national stories, with March Madness coming to a close and the Final Four just around the corner, we finally know the 4 teams that will battle it out to become the national champions. The Final Four will be tomorrow, April 2nd, and the national championship will be Monday night. The first matchup tomorrow night will be between the Villanova Wildcats and the Kansas Jayhawks. Both of these teams won their games with a lot of tension. Villanova outscored Houston in a defensive slugfest with a final score of 50-44 to win the South region. Kansas took down Miami after trailing for half of the game, but they put an ending to the Hurricanes' run with a final score of 76-50 and won the Midwest region. We switch sides to the other Final Four matchup between the North Carolina Tar Heels against the Duke Blue Devils. We start with North Carolina taking down the Cinderella team in the bracket, St. Peter's, and claiming the East with ease with a final score of 69-49. The Duke Blue Devils and Coach K's last dance is still alive, with Coach K going to the Final Four for the 13th time. They won the West region, taking down Arkansas with a final score of 78-69. All 3 remaining games we played in Caesars Superdome in New Orleans.
With the still male-dominated film business overshadowing female achievements, The Power of the Dog director, Jane Campion, took home the Oscars for Best Director, making her the 3rd woman ever to win in that category. Despite the Oscars running for 93 years, the Academy lacks female recognition, as only roughly 7 women have been nominated for Best Directing. Last year, Chloe Zhao brought home the Oscars for Nomadland, and it wasn't until 2010 when Catherine Bigelow became the first woman to win that Oscar for Hurt Locker. For Campion, though, she's made history twice already, as this was her 2nd nomination for the category, with her first recognition for her work on The Piano in 1994. Greta Gerwig, Emma Fennell, and Sofia Coppola were among the other group of women who had received nominations in previous years as well, but had been overshadowed by the men in their category. These nominations, as well as Campion's win, should be inspirations for women who aspire to work and develop a name within the industry.
And staying on the topic of the Oscars, by now most people are aware of the controversy surrounding Will Smith and Chris Rock's altercation at the Oscars. For many social media users, this happened to be the highlight of the night, as it quickly skyrocketed to #1 on Twitter's trending page. Although some weren't buying the Hollywood drama, as many people around the internet were suspecting that the punch was staged, which beauty debate. So we ran around the senior high to get students and staff members' opinions on the controversy.
Do you think the Will Smith punch was scripted, or do you think that's real?
Well, he was crying after that, so I think it's real.
I think it's real. I think Will Smith's for that, man. I think it was really disrespectful.
Yeah.
It was real. I saw it with my own eyes.
I think it was fake.
You think it was fake?
I think it was fake.
Why do you think it was fake?
I saw the slow-mo, and he changed his hand movement, man.
Oh, it was real. It was real.
It's fake.
It was fake.
It's fake.
Why do you think it was fake?
If you watch the video, he didn't even connect with him. It was all acting, because they're actors.
They're good actors.
They're good actors.
Who are you defending, Chris Rock or Will Smith?
Well, not Will Smith. So Chris.
I'm gonna say Tim Rock, because he took that slap like a G. You know, he was a comedian. He tried to make it funny, but I know he was embarrassed. But yeah, he took it like a G.
Chris Rock, because of grown-ups.
Yep.
I don't think you need to go up and slap somebody. I really don't. I think an evil eye with Will Smith. He could even gone up and fake slapped him. You know, like I'm gonna slap you, but I'm not going to because I'm more of a man.
Team Rock all the way. What do you bring the pain, baby?
Will Smith,
Why?
because the Chris Rock talked about his wife.
Will Smith on Chris Rock. Punch or slap?
I'm gonna say slap if I'm
Slap?
using boxing as a context.
Okay. Who are you defending, Will Smith or Chris Rock?
I'm not going to defend anyone yet because I'm not sure. I don't think it's appropriate, but I'm not sure all the context of what happened there. Right? We want to draw conclusions before we really understand, which is dangerous.
Still a little bit of a mystery.
Yes.
All right. Thank you for your time, Mr. Check.
You got it.
Shortly after the altercation, Smith won the Oscar for Best Director for his role in King Richard. Though he apologized for his actions in his speech, he didn't apologize to Chris Rock directly until the following day.
That's all we have for you tonight. Make sure you tune in to see more local, national, and international stories. Have a great Friday.